There we go. Okay, now you can hear me.
What up, guys? It's React and Draw. We're back. Talk about the latest and greatest in weird and strange goings on in the interwebs.
Yeah.
I'm Dan. With me, as always, is my boy Sean. Huh?
I mean,
Artist extraordinaire.
I guess the most strange part of this weekend is we cannot find the woman who saw the mother effer who wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We need to find her.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The
we're
woman on the plane.
yes. Somebody needs to find her. We could give an exclusive interview right here on React and Draw.
Facts. Everyone's trying to find this lady. Okay. And for the context, if people don't know what we're talking about, there's this video that went viral for the past few days of this woman walking off of a plane or walking out of, she was a passenger on the plane, and she gets up and leaves. And then before she leaves, she like just turns around and tells everyone that she's leaving because some guy in the back isn't real. She thinks some guy is, I don't know what that means. Does
Nobody
it
knows
mean
what
that
it means.
he's a hologram? People on the internet are saying she meant a reptilian, like like some conspiracy theory. But she just said that somebody on the plane isn't real, and it freaked her out, and she had to leave. Okay.
Having
And
said,
no one's been able to find this lady.
yeah,
And I guess every like podcaster, every YouTuber, every internet personality is trying to find out who this woman is for an interview, and she's gone. Poof, pow,
we need to find out.
vanish. You got to find
We
out.
need to find out. Havoc says, I almost thought that video was fake. No, it happened. Hold on, let me bring up my iPad. Maybe I can find a video. Well, actually,
Yeah.
before I thought this was funny. Hold on.
Like if you go on Twitter and type in "plain lady," you'll be able to find it real quick.
All right.
But
so this is a reference that only I or anybody who plays From Software games will understand. But they put her in a Bloodborne gear because these creatures right here, they're like not real until you get like a certain level up. That's a good one. That's a good one.
that's deep.
What I type plain lady? Hold on, because I don't know. I still don't
I know
trust.
what pops up.
I still don't trust
Yeah.
Twitter. Plain
Exactly.
lady.
You never know what you type in on the internet, what you find.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I found it. Let me just watch the clip and make sure it's like the because they have a bunch of remixes. I want to see like the pure insanity.
Brina says Lizard was on the flight. Where are the 151 spider people when you need them? Yeah, true.
Right. Oh,
So
here we
true.
go. Here we go. Hold on.
Say whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to. Bye.
My man was not real, son. Like
completely not real. And which guy? Like, was it the flight attendant? Was not real. The guy she was sitting next to was not real. And what was not real about him? So many questions. But anyway, she's becoming a meme, a viral sensation.
yeah.
She's got a lot of stands right now. Got a lot of. She's a new internet waifu.
Yeah, she got proposals right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of like. I guess.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh, this I gotta highlight this.
Havoc in chat says somebody in the back just wasn't keeping it real. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like maybe it's like she meant like the dude wasn't keeping it real, like he was being fake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Rita says so. She saw a ghost. I don't know, man. She saw a ghost. She saw an alien. She saw a demon. I don't know what she thought she saw.
Yeah, she saw a hologram. She saw something, a phantasm. Something is not real. Something's not right.
Something ain't real.
It's
not
she believed it.
And now they're saying like they can't find her. Probably because you're like
Yeah.
she doesn't want to come out during all this. Or and there was another video of a dude freaking out on a plane recently too. And they had to like tackle him to the ground or something because he was just like
Yeah.
screaming out of his mind.
Some conspiracy people are trying to say because she has like 2 fingers up and 2 fingers down, they like screenshotted her like
Oh, that they're doing the
doing
as
something.
above so below the satanic joint.
Yeah, and they're trying to say she's she's the crisis actor. She's this is all
I don't know.
scheme to
I
get you
think
talking
I
about
would think
people.
the Illuminati need a better crisis than that.
Yeah, I would think so.
This
I think
next
so.
week,
They got more of a budget to
yeah,
come up with better schemes than this.
yeah, because next week, like nobody's gonna care about this.
No.
We gonna some fight is gonna happen and then we'll be caring about that.
Yeah, all I know is that she's probably just laying low. I don't know. Maybe a little embarrassed by it. Maybe it's just, the CBD oil hit different that day. You know what I'm saying? Like rubbing that stuff into your flesh, maybe it has some weird side effects. After a while, toxicology report will state that, I don't know, the CBD oil hit the central nervous system
Right.
heavy, causing delusions right now, having you see like straight up specters and phantasms and
You know what the best part about
Slimers from Ghostbusters and things like that.
slime will come out the full torso apparitions.
Yeah, Ryuk from Death Note.
She better write in the book. She gonna be the next to receive the book. The best thing about this video is that when she said he's not real, like everybody looked back, like right there. Like,
Like, whoa.
who's not real?
I'm like, Mulder, I want to believe.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I was a private investigator, I'd take the case,
Yo, can you imagine like if she's married or has a boyfriend and then like God go back and he'll be like, yo, what did you do?
Yeah,
What
what is
did you
this?
do? Now like I gotta deal with like, I don't know, being the husband of you. And then like, I don't know. He's like, listen, we'll just blow over, just like call out of work for a month. I'll work overtime until like they forget who you are.
It might not be a big deal to people, maybe, because it's like, you go on TikTok and like, a lot of ladies now are witches and they have witch talk.
Oh
And
yeah,
they got
trust me, nobody's
crystals
really
and
against her. Like,
they claim to see, the future in their dreams and all this other stuff. And
right.
the spirits are around me. I rubbed this crystal I got down in the village, and now I can see, who's gonna be president next year. And so it's like you see this lady, it's probably like whatever, just like that's just normal stuff that happens every day now in the dating world.
Yeah. Redoubt says this is why I'm apprehensive about flying. Yeah, you might meet people up there that ain't real. You know what I mean?
Woo! Why would a reptilian or like some hologram take like coach though? Like when they be flying like first class on like the private
I
jet.
would think. Well, I mean, it can't be a hologram because a hologram you need a big setup for, right? Like you need a big room for them for those.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the plane is too enclosed. So
Maybe it's
I
like
believe
simulation.
I don't believe in reptilians, but I'll believe a reptilian before I believe a hologram. And also a reptilian is funnier.
True.
Now, if it was a big stage, like remember when they did the Tupac hologram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that would make more sense, but it was not real.
Not real. Okay, so let's get into the first story right now.
Right. But before that, I'll just say hi to John is in here. What's up, John? What's up, Faye? Redoubt. And also before that, Brina, what do you say? You got an email ad for eBay about a Big Mac. Havoc says they selling Big Macs on eBay now. I guess. What? How you sell Big Macs on eBay? That sounds. That sounds kind of disturbing. Huh?
Did they mail you the Big Mac in USPS first class
Uh,
postage?
That's
7 days.
that even that is too slow. You gotta mail that like next day FedEx or something like. Alrighty, so this weekend was eventful. We had a lot of things going on, especially in the Twitter sphere, like a lot of upsets. But on the funnier side, we had a Kotaku report on this game, Baldur's Gate. I've never played Baldur's Gate. Dan's never played Baldur's Gate. Heard of it, never played it.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry. Having said, white lady having a bit of too much box wine from Target. They got box wine. They got box wine.
What are you talking about? At the Target? They got box wines at Target. They got box wine everywhere.
Oh man, that's a thing.
Ladies like their box wine, man.
Hold on, before I go on,
I mean, think about it. There's a lot of stuff going on these days. People on all kind of medication. Like, you ever watch regular TV or the YouTube ads?
Right.
Pimping out all the, take this for that.
Right.
It's your leg. There's one leg. I don't know, shake at night or something. Take this drug and then take this other thing to mitigate the side effects of this thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That plus the CBD plus, I don't know, stress of life plus watching some horror movie. You watched The Conjuring 3 last night. They're on the edibles.
That's true.
You be seeing all kind of stuff. You be seeing, like, I don't know, Freddy Krueger. You be seeing.
Hold on, I gotta read. Give me a second.
You be seeing Wacko, and Da from the Animaniacs flying, on Spirit Airlines. You don't know what you be doing.
All right, there we go. Not real. So we need to find out. I just want to do an interview. Like, I just want to do an interview. All right, so here we go. No, not that.
Okay, man. They had the foul language in this article too.
Yeah, no, Kotaku.
Great.
Don't care about nothing.
Spicy.
Here we go. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick.
So it's got the polyamory, the bear effing, and the blood sacrifice.
Is I don't know, demonic greatest hits or something, but yeah.
The druid Haslin can transform into a bear, and it's not just in combat. Right. So this made quite a stir on the internet,
to say
the least, right? And obviously, it's because it has all this weird. What would you call this? I don't know. What would you call this, Sean? Like, it's just like, I don't know.
It's I don't know, hedonistic.
Weird. Yeah, weird, hedonistic, biblical apocalypse level.
I mean, we've already had morally great games before, like Grand Theft Auto, but I guess never before have we decided, and I might be wrong, but this is the first time I'm hearing in game history that we're decided to go into bestial things. I don't.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. It's like, I guess this is just like, this is what happens when, I don't know, the Tumblr generation just like keeps doubling down on whatever like insanity that they've absorbed from the internet.
Right.
Pushing the boundaries and all this. And then eventually these people grow up and they, I guess, go to video game school or something. They go to they get their degree from community college, and then they, call their lawyer daddy to make some recommendations. And now they're playing some video games. And now they're now making the video games.
Right.
And now this stuff is here. All right, so scroll down the article and let's see what's
all right. Here we go.
Going on here.
There's the if anybody wanted to even. Oh Lord.
Oh my God. And the chipmunk is freaking out right now.
Right.
That was the internet right there. Okay, I don't need to see that 100 times.
All right. It said it's if you played Baldur's Gate 3 in early access, you probably met Halsin, the druid companion who could transform into a bear that you can recruit as a party member. He's also a romance option, and that transformation comes into play when you're getting down and dirty with him. And I was not prepared for the direction the scene would go as Larian Studios showcased it during its final panel from Hell presentation. That's what it's called, the panel from Hell presentation. I have something to say about Kotaku right after this, but I guess we're just gonna skim this because I mean realistically, I don't need to like go into this whole thing. During the showcase, the team specifically highlighted romance, showcasing specific scenes, as well as talking about how some of the relationships will unfold over the course, same thing, right? Of the very long RPG. There are multiple romance options. Each love story will take you down different paths. Some storylines will feature or allow for polyamory. Others may have unhappy endings that could end with you being sacrificed to a demon. But those are broad strokes. The notable parts of the presentation were the two main scenes Larian showed off during the show. I want to meet these developers. Let's jump down here. Depending on the dialogue choice you make, you can break things off with him. I guess that's the druid. You can bring things. Oh, sorry. I need to go back for context. Says the exchange starts normal enough. The player controlling the vampire Asterion as their main character approaches Halsin in the discreet area of the woods. Oh boy. As things start to get hot and heavy, he strips and things seem to be taking their natural course. Then Halsin loses control of himself and transforms into his bear form. He quickly reverts to human form and apologizes. Sometimes this happens when he is giving into his base desires. Depending on the dialogue choice you make, you can break things off with him here and reassure him things are going to be okay and proceed as planned. Or you could tell him you like it. During the presentation, Larian was letting the live audience make the decisions for the dialogue. Wait, so the crowd made pick the bear on purpose? Okay. What world am I living in? Let them pick the decisions for the dialogue they would pick to and demonstrate on stream. They found the bear form tantalizing and encouraged Halsin to turn back. It took some persuasion, and Halsin said that size may be a concern. Never. Oh my.
Oh no. What? Oh man. This is the hooks that make people buy video games in 2023, I guess, right? This is what they figure the kids are into, you know. I don't know who makes Baldur's Gate. Who's the company behind this?
I guess Larian Studios.
But you know, this company's been around. Like, you know, Baldur's Gate, I've heard the name for a while, you know. Baldur's Gate company. Yeah, what company makes Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, Larian Studios. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess this is what this, you know, there's a lot of things going on with like companies right now. They're asking a bunch of like people, I guess maybe internally and externally, what's appealing to the younger generation right now in terms of what do they want to see. And I guess that they're all getting their information from, I don't know, Tumblr or that weird part of Twitter that you hope, you know, you don't really go to.
Right.
And they're telling people this is what they want. Like the stuff that was in the headline of this article, you know, the polyamory, you know, the bear, you know, animal love Jones. You know, you got some old boomer who probably is like, you know, funding this through some venture capitalist situation, and he's like, oh well, what do the kids want? I mean, just find out what the kids want. And like, I don't know, some dude with a weird haircut come in with the multicolored hair strands and tells them like, oh, what do the kids want? Oh, they want like, I don't know, they want, I don't know, dude twerking on Yogi Bear, and that's what they want. Then the boomer who runs the show with his money is like, what, really? They want that? Well, I don't know. That sounds kind of weird. And yeah, they want polyamory. They want to. They also want a game that doesn't finish. It's like they didn't complete the game. They want that too. Like, you got to buy the expansion packs. They don't, and they're like, wow, I think they would want, you know, a whole game or something. Actually, I don't know if that's relevant to this game, but I'm just saying, like, in general, this is what's going on in companies around the country. They're asking for advice on what kids want, and then the older people just go, well, I guess if that's what the kids want, that's what the kids want. My generation was a little crazy too. We used to go see Gene Simmons at the Kiss concert. That was kind of wild back then. So they just take the advice of the first strange person they saw who got their degree from Tumblr University. Yeah. Sean, what do you have to think? What do you think about this? Like, you saw the story.
Yeah, I didn't read the article though.
Did your brain fry on this? You don't.
My brain is frying right now. I didn't read. Sean, I saved the article until today. Like, I didn't.
But why? This is what corporate America is saying and what the kids are into. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they want. You know. And
hold on. Of what level of ESG did we get to? Like, is this the new joint? Like, is this the new?
Probably. I mean, why not? I mean, if you're upset about it, you know, that means you're discriminating against people who are into. Isn't it illegal to, like, I don't know? At first, it's illegal to, like, you know, mess around with.
Yes. With animals. Yes.
Animals.
Yes, it is legal.
It's illegal. It's not, you know, so I don't know what is the situation here.
You know what's funny though? Hold on, it says
Yes.
that. I'm gonna get the thought in a second. Nevertheless, they persisted. In Baldur's Gate 3 lets Asterion F a bear on stream. Near the end of the presentation. All right, blah. Okay, all right, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with that. Oh, sorry about that. I gotta fix my Nightbots, yo. I actually do not care about y'all using all caps. I don't know why Nightbot is trying to censor people.
We're fixing that after the show. What does the chat say?
Sorry, my brain is fried.
Yeah, obviously. Like, I'll wait here to Sean take on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it that this has finally hit the end? Is this the end of, like, the mind? And if it is, it's fine, because this is pretty weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of weird topics on this show. And this might be the end.
The end will be. Holy crap! I just realized. Give me a second. The end will be. Actually, I don't want to say what the end will be. The end will be if they try to put in the worst thing ever. I don't think they could legally do that though.
No.
But that would be career suicide for any game though.
Yeah, well, Hollywood, they're trying everything. Or this is not Hollywood, but, you know, it's in the entertainment sphere. You know, the corporate entertainment sphere. You know, they're trying everything but, like, just traditional, like, you know, action adventure. You know, traditional heroic entertainment.
Right.
And they're trying all kind of dips and dabs into weird, like, fetishes and you know, deep. It's almost like society is, like, going, like, in, as reflected in entertainment, it's like it's going a little tribal,
right?
You know, a little pre-enlightenment, pre it's like you know, people, you know, the whole, like, you know, racial thing, and the whole, you know, going, and then this thing is, like, going back into, like, some kind of you know, they talked about sacrifice or something, and it seems like the article was like pro. It was fun. Like, yeah, let's
So
get back
that's
into.
what I wanted to get into because ironically, sorry, give me a second, and I just had something important that I forgot I had to do, but I'm still with y'all. Ironically, right? I think I'm more disturbed by Kotaku than the game, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's one. Well, what do you mean?
Now, Kotaku tried their best not to. I guess they were trying not to get. Well, listen, Kotaku's freaking weird anyway. But it's like they said the way they put the headline. This is like this has everything, and I'm like, are you hyped? Like you're hyped about these aspects of the game? It's not like they were like, I don't know, like very excited about these particular features or something. If that makes any sense.
Right, and they're like, finally,
Yeah, it's like they were bigging it up. Like, oh my goodness, finally! I've been wanting to do this to a bear. Like, I don't know how to take their headline. And it's not like they made a tweet afterwards saying like, guys, you took what we said wrong. We were just being hyperbolic or something. Like you. Uh,
also, it's a good clickbait,
it is. It is.
because it's easy to rile people up. And people are desperate for anything, I guess, in this world where there's so much competition and so much content.
Right.
People put some stuff like that in the video game or write about that stuff in an
Right.
article. It's going to get attention because it's just like so out there and so crazy and so obviously gross.
Yeah.
And I guess every generation has their version of being gross, like, or being out there, like back in the day, like I guess it would have been crazy to have like gangster rap, people just rapping about crime.
Right.
And then that was crazy, and all the foul language, in a song, it's like, how are you gonna sell this thing? You can't even put it on the radio. It's like that kind of stuff.
Right.
And now that's just like normal radio fare, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like Cardi B had WAP, and that's just normal now, you know what I'm saying? They're probably playing WAP at like at the prom or something. It's at this point. So the teacher's probably, as a DJ, probably spinning, all those, Nicki Minaj lyrics.
Right.
For the kids. So it's like now it's like, what's the next generation's, defiance is now getting into this and stuff. And it's just like, eventually there had to be some kind of conversation about some kind of societal collapse, or at least like some kind of backlash in the other direction, because we're reaching a saturation point of insanity in a way. Maybe that's why the Sound of Freedom is like, gaining popularity right now.
Yeah, because it had no choice but to go up because it was tired of. So sorry y'all. I'm like, I guess we'll go to the chat. Obviously, we're gonna free talk about this because there's no way on earth that I'm going to submit this segment as a react and draw, because I'm not. What I draw for that? People closing their eyes. Don't make any sense.
Yeah, so let's go to the chat.
Hold on, before we go to the chat, hold on. Yeah, let's go to the chat. Boom. Let's see here. Havoc and Brino talk amongst themselves about the game. Let's scroll down here. Brino says, stop giving Kotaku views. I gave him a view. I guess I also gave Superman a view. I didn't put that in the thumbnail, but I saw the 2 episodes of Superman, y'all. So yeah, that was a thing, but I'll get into that later. Maybe I'll get into that tomorrow. Brina said, "Oh no, it froze. How did it freeze? Everything looks okay on our end. That's weird." Anybody else in the chat? Have we froze for y'all?
Havoc says not frozen for me.
All right, cool. Because I was about to say everything is a-okay on this side.
Yeah. Well, what's the? It says, yeah, stop giving Kotaku views. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you should stop doing that.
Yeah,
You
my
know,
bad,
funny thing is,
y'all.
it's like in this YouTube algorithm,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they reward. They reward like the things that people are yapping about. So I guess it's a societal conversation right now,
Right.
being that this is the kind of entertainment that's going to influence the next generation of children or people in general. You know. Meanwhile, there's other things that they won't let you be influenced by. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they draw like Laura Croft, they have to like, I don't know, make her look like, I don't know, more subdued and weird, and
Yes. Yes. True.
you know, they got to give her the uniboob situation, and it's like they can't have that, you know, or they'll like get rid of the dead or alive volleyball.
All right.
They'll complain about
I'll get into that after the comments because that's a whole other thing.
Massive
Man,
Panda says we're living in a society. Oh, for
right.
sure. The society is societying heavy right now. Yeah, we need to chill. Can society less a little bit? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I could just get through the day. What else we got? The minds saw Baldur's Gate 3 was slightly beyond 2012, but we're too scared to extend the calendar. Probably. Maybe that's what happened in 2012. Maybe, you know, because they said like 2012 the world was going to end and we're still here, but maybe we all died. You know, when we're in some kind of hell dimension right now,
Right.
where we have to learn some kind of lesson before we could be released from our spectral prison.
Right. How it said, Kotaku and people being weird about it or trashy. I don't know.
True.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I meant when I said like they're bothering me more than the actual game because it's like I could dismiss the game or not, but like people being hyped about it is like another level that I actually do not want to explore. I
True. Yeah. There's not much really to say about it. I mean, we saw it. It was weird.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like I'm sure like I don't know, there's like 8 million things that I could say like, but I don't know. Everybody said them already.
True. So anyway, let's get off this this topic and get into the
Yeah, like the
next
real
story.
news. Where this is a strange bit of news because this actually people were Hold on, I gotta take the I'm gonna take this off. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. People were all accepting of this, which was a Hugh Jackman dressing up in a outfit that is mostly accurate to his traditional Wolverine costume. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. Hold on, let's see. Do I have the? I don't have that picture. Let me go to Twitter and get it. My bad. I'm sure y'all have seen it, but I will go get it regardless. Oh, Discussing Film has it. Here we go. Boom.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. What's this pose he's doing here?
I don't know. It looks like he's about to do a dragon punch. Right here. Sure, you can. So yeah, this is his yellow suit. He in the yellow and blue, y'all. Like he's in the yellow and blue, and I don't hate it.
Right, he's wearing the yellow and blue, just like the X-Men animated series. And I
Right.
guess that's part of the joke because you know Deadpool's a comedy,
Yeah.
so maybe he wants him to, you know, maybe I'm sure Deadpool's probably pestering him to wear the outfit. Like, come on, wear the outfit, wear a costume.
Right. Yeah. I'm guessing that's how it's gonna go.
Right. And they never had him like in his comic book costume before, so this is kind of cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Like I remember
And,
there was.
and the complaint was always that if you tried to put him in an outfit like this, it would look like terrible. But somehow this does not look terrible. Like it looks like it's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Like it's like he put on the suit, and I was just like automatically, I was like, yes, yes,
There
yes.
you
Like,
go.
what was the big deal? Y'all could have. It didn't even look bad. Okay, it's bright yellow, whatever.
Right. At least it gives a little flavor and color to the screen. And I guess it's like they would say, well, this is not really, optimal for stealth fighting and sneaking around and fighting and ninja stuff
Here.
and all this sneaking around. But who cares? It's like at this point, I would take like full on like Power Ranger level costuming if it's just more fun or unique than the same like drab stuff that we've been getting for a while.
Right,
The
exactly.
same mute tones and realism, tactical gear. Now, is he going to wear the mask? That's the question.
That's the question. I know somebody in my page. Hold on. I gotta watch out with Twitter because Twitter is bugging.
I also saw that they're going to have was it Jennifer Garner in it, and they're saying it's
For Elektra?
For Elektra.
Right.
So I guess this is like some kind of multiverse parody
Yeah.
movie.
All right, here we go.
Now, is she going to get in her Elektra outfit? That's the question.
I'm not sure.
I assume that he will get into the mask, and that'll be.
So I know this mask was made by a professional person. I forget the dude's name. This is not confirmed to be in the movie, but I guess that's a reasonable facsimile of what the mask would look like, except with the blue beam. Because I know he also had the yellow and brown. This is gonna be the yellow and blue. I don't know which one I prefer. I guess yellow and blue is fun. Mama Bear's here. What's up? Sorry, Mama Bear. We already discussed the bear incident. So But yeah, I mean, I do not hate this. I know somebody like the mild complaint that were like, "Yo, why doesn't he have his like the sleeves off?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he actually should have, especially since like Hugh been working out." But whatever.
Right. Maybe because they're in the snow somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably why. Also, wasn't there some joke in like the first X-Men or one of those X-Men where he's like, "Oh, when Wolverine's like, oh, you guys wear this stuff," and it was like the black outfits, and then like Cyclops says something like, "Would you rather be yellow spandex or something?" Like that was the joke. Like,
Right. So I think this is the follow-up.
But it's funny. I don't. It's kind of. You know what? It was funny about this. It's like what you said before. Like they had all this stuff of like, oh, it's gonna look stupid on screen, and I'm like, I don't know how stupid you think stuff is gonna look. We had to see Captain America for mad years, bro, and it looked fine on screen. And the Hulk green. Well, I mean, I guess Captain America's suit is not as bright as anything else, and neither is Deadpool's.
Yeah, they do a few things to try and make it different from the comic book version.
Right, like because even this is different.
Yeah.
But
now they just have to do the rest of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Now this, I feel like that some articles and some YouTubers, I think they placing like a lot of like weight on the character of Logan and Wolverine when it's unnecessary because they're like, oh, he shouldn't have come back. Logan was supposed to be the end. This is just some kind of cash grab or something, but this is a comedy. It doesn't. Who cares? Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter. And also, I'm figuring even if this takes place in a semblance of reality, if it's Deadpool's timeline was not in Logan's timeline. So I guess technically this is past Logan. It's obviously past Logan because he doesn't have like, gray in hair or what. I forgot how Logan completely looked in the movie Logan, but this is more reminiscent of his earlier Logan days anyway. But I know it's like this is his last movie though, right?
As Wolverine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's what they're saying.
Well, I guess
is this the last Deadpool?
I don't know. Well, I guess we won't know, but it's gonna be funny because it's like if they market this thing correctly, right? And somebody was saying this in my thread. If they market this thing correctly, if this thing comes out. When's it supposed to come out? This December or something? Or no? Or next year?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay. So Marvel's been dealing with what? Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I actually don't know how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 did in the box office. And then the Marvels that's going to make about approximately $2.59 in the box office. If they market this thing correctly, it might make a lot of money.
Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna make a lot
It's
of
just
money.
gonna like this is gonna, which I guess for Marvel is annoying because it's like they're trying to introduce all these new characters that nobody cares about, like Echo and
Yeah,
Ironheart and
yeah. Agatha Harkness.
Agatha Harkness and freaking Kate Bishop, and they're trying to ruin Daredevil. The stuntman said that Daredevil is gonna be trash, and they're ruining Blade, and then like here comes Ryan Reynolds. Like, nah, I'm calling back Wolverine to be with me in the movie, and I'm gonna put him in the original outfit. So
Right.
I guess it's kind of annoying for Marvel. It's like, oh, I was trying to do like the new stuff, and Ryan Reynolds like, no, I'm trying to do the old stuff, and I'm gonna
Right.
and I'm gonna beat you in money.
Right. With older actors, you know,
Right.
they're trying to invent some kind of I don't know, new corporate Hollywood flavor, and they're just going back. And Ryan Reynolds is doing stuff that works. You know, Ryan Reynolds is like, you know who I am,
Hmm.
and you know who Hugh Jackman is. You put us
Right.
together in a movie, we can get a green light. We can get some investors in this, and then I'm just gonna like do stuff that the fans want to see,
You know
which is like
how
some comic booky stuff right here,
you know
just
how
like
on
Deadpool looking
YouTube,
like how he does in the comics,
right? How I knew
and Wolverine.
today specifically that this thing is gonna make a ridiculous amount of money, because
Right.
as you know, my Twitter, well, I love all my followers, and most of them who do not are not dealing with the new comic book movie fall down of trash. And everybody was like, yo, I'm excited for this. Like, legitimately excited. I'm like, yo, if they are excited, because they don't get excited about nothing. If they're excited, yeah, this movie's going to make like a ridiculous, like, the cash is just going to pour out of this.
True. Now, I guess eventually Marvel will try to make their own X-Men
It's
franchise or
going to be the
something with,
swap
I guess,
men.
all new people. But, you know,
And they're going to mess it up because they're going to swap the X-Men. They're going to have, like, I don't know, me playing Cyclops or something.
right.
And you'll be playing I don't know.
Yeah, Kitty probably will be played by, I don't know, Jill Scott or something. Like, they don't care. They just like can't wait to just subvert their property instead of just delivering their property straight up.
Right.
Remember they were saying that they were gonna there was a rumor
Mhm.
saying that they were gonna have like Mila Kunis was gonna be the thing, or Ben they're gonna race gender swap
Oh
thing, and
my
then
gosh, I forgot about that.
I don't even know if that was real.
I don't know if that was really but I tell you what, I hope Ryan Reynolds and this movie kicks their butt, bro. Like into oblivion. Like into
Yeah.
oblivion. And which will be funny because they will get the profits, but then it's like it ideologically would kick their butt.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Would it influence if let's say by some weird happenstance that they actually would? What if they just said, okay, we'll just do more movies like this?
You mean like
But would you be okay with him introducing more X-Men type characters in the context of a comedy? Because I have the feeling that the only reason why they have an outfit like this is just because it's a comedy.
probably. But it's funny because they're trying to say, I know they're probably doing that because of the comedy, but like everyone's looking at this unironically. And it's like, oh, this
Right,
dope.
right, right.
Like I looked at it unironically. It's like I know that he's wearing this because it's a comedy, but I'm like, no, but I would have took this in like an actual Wolverine movie. Like seriously. Like I mean comic books are silly. That's how like I would have unironically watched him alone in a film with this suit on, bro. Like but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the chat a little bit.
You could have serious moments, slightly serious moments in a comedy.
Yeah, you can.
It doesn't have to always be like a scary movie level like comedy. Like even the first Deadpool had like some kind of serious moments in it. Like I mean, not many, but
Right.
the whole thing about him not thinking that his woman was gonna like him when she sees what he looks like, and the fact that he was betrayed and he was like burnt up and stuff. Some of that stuff was kind of serious in the first one. I guess by now it might be some kind of weird like all out comedy at this point.
Right.
Havoc says, I need some good Ghost Rider content from Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. It seems like an easy thing to do.
I don't know if they're going to do it, but they should do it, and it should be
All they have to
easy.
do is just CGI his head into a flaming ball of
I mean,
skull.
but we say it should be easy, and meanwhile they can't even make Blade and Daredevil. So
Yeah, whoever's like in charge of Marvel, whoever's in the whatever cook is in the kitchen is gonna be like, oh, Ghost Rider, okay, that's cool. Where's the part where I rewrite the script to have him have a teenage daughter that takes over the franchise? When do we
Jesus
have that
Christ.
part?
John says Marvel X-Men is gonna have Professor X.
Yeah, Professor Zia.
uh,
Facts.
I
Probably.
can't. Yeah, I could see it
They're
happening.
gonna have Whoopi Goldberg in the floating wheelchair.
Mama Bear says, I heard they're setting up for Midnight Suns with Ghost Rider.
I mean, that would make sense.
Right.
My favorite Midnight Suns was like the OGs, the Ghost Rider, Blade.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they had more Morbius. Guess you can't do that.
Hold on. Power 800 says they want more money. You mean more money as in they'll want? I mean, hopefully they want more money. I want them to want more money because they've not been wanting money. Disney anyway. Like they've just been like, oh, let's make Black Ariel and let's make Ant-Man, and so I'm like, guys, nobody cares. Nobody cares. This is why your stuff is tanking. So maybe if you guys want money, then you'll make better decisions.
Yeah, they're making a lot of statements right now, and I'm not sure what's the threshold for when they have to stop. Like, I don't know, they're willing to lose money to Virtual Signal, than them, and it was and them actually needing money now, because like they're having these flops right now, like Ant-Man and Indiana Jones, and some of those cartoons, and it's just like, when is Disney gonna say, hey, I think I just want to just have a hit and then
Right.
actually like make money off of the profits of what we sell, instead of some weird shadow I don't know, money that we can't know about or something that just generates onto itself. Like, when's it gonna be like as simple as that? Because Tom Cruise is gonna come out with this Mission Impossible movie and it's going to make like $1 bajillion.
That it is.
It'll probably be one of the top 10 grossing films of all time when it comes out, as big as Endgame, just by default, because everything else is just trying to defy your expectations. Brina says, I heard the guy who made MJ's Paul is working on this movie. You mean the writer?
What's his name
working
again?
on this movie? Zeb Wells?
All right.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, he's a comic book writer, but I mean, he's a comedian, part-time comedian. Well, whatever he's doing with Paul is not funny. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
Reportedly asked Zeb Wells. Yeah, there are some writers who are, I guess that the companies like, but the fans are like, let's just say, dubious about.
Right.
So I guess in Marvel right now, allegedly, possibly,
Mm-hmm.
Zeb Wells will be their guy in the cinematic universe. And over in DC, they got Tom King,
Oh
the
Jesus!
author of Superheroes in Crisis, whatever that thing was, Heroes in Crisis, where the superheroes go into confession booth and like the real world MTV, and they just confess their problems. And the author of that whole Batman Catwoman leading up to them getting married, and then they didn't.
Right.
That's what's his face? That's James Gunn's guy right now, and he's happy to, I don't know, listen to him and be his Sherpa guy throughout the DC universe.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see about that.
Mm.
I don't know.
Mom Bear says Marvel isn't allergic to money like DC seems to be. Mm, I don't know. I feel
Uh,
like they're both as allergic. Well, okay. DC has been. DC admittedly has been screwing up more, but they had less time to be here. In the live action, in the live action, hold everybody in one universe world, connected universe. But I don't know. We're gonna see after after this Marvels comes
it's
out.
yeah. It's sort of like DC could never get started because there was always some weird stumbling blocks to them getting started. Like it
Right.
should have been a very simple operation. They put a lot of I guess trust in Zack Snyder's vision
Yeah.
as he laid out the entire cinematic universe for them to follow the template. But then they kept mucking with the vision and like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Like when that came out, that was like some problems. That had some problems, the original Suicide Squad. Because I remember reading like, oh, when they had the trailer come out,
Hmm.
they instead had the guy who cut the trailer recut the movie because they liked how the trailer came out.
Hmm.
It reminded them of like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so they wanted him to recut the movie. And then the original director was like pissed off about that, but he played ball and just said everything was great. And then they came out, and critics were confused and fans were confused. It made some money though.
Oh damn.
Brina says, "Oh wait, Zeb Wells wrote the She-Hulk show. Now he's co-writer for Deadpool 3." Well, Zeb Wells, I guess, is one of the writers. Maybe I looked that up, but comedy is a weird thing, Isn't there a writer strike going on, so they can't even do rewrites?
No, you're right.
Unless, I mean, a producer could, if he doesn't want to stand with the writers or whatever. Ryan Reynolds could decide to break the line and become a scab and change something if it goes south.
Right.
Mama Bear says, "I seen bits of the original script for Suicide Squad. They did air just as dirty as they did Zach. Yeah, it was just
Oh
strange."
yes, 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 yes. Because that was cut to hell. That I did hear. I did hear about that.
And I guess, they came up with Batman v Superman, and they could not. After that movie came out, it was like Knives Out. They were like,
Right.
the producers were like, we need to take control of all this operation, and then they came up with their ideas,
Right.
and it just seemed to rub everybody the wrong way. At best, you just gotta let the director just cook and let him do what he's got to do. I mean, some things could be fixed and some things could be rewritten to be better, but obviously, like, if if you're not a writer, don't try it.
Right.
I know, like, a lot of things would happen with the Justice League film. They weren't happy with Joss Whedon, and this
Yeah.
guy Ray Fisher was
Yeah, I was about to
mad
say
because Jeff Johns was trying to get him to say "booyah" and say the line, Bart. Like, say "booyah." He's just like, "I will not say booyah. I am above saying booyah." To say booyah is an insult to, I don't know, the black race or something.
Booyah.
So they had a problem. Did you just booyah, Sean? Did I just hear you say booyah?
Yeah, I don't know. That was against as a black man in America. I'm not-
Yes, he said booyah, and now he's got to go redeem.
I can't redo. Speaking of which, on some side note, I did see like a tweet. I'm not gonna bother showing it. Somebody posted up saying if you go to a gathering and it's all white people, do you think they ever wonder like if they should have had a more diverse gathering or party? And I'm like, what if it was a family and they just all happen to be white? Like you going for like force them to invite Tyrone? Like I'm not understanding. Like
That's gonna be now. They're gonna regulate
yeah,
parties and
like
gatherings.
right. I'm like, we're doing
Like,
affirmative action for gatherings now. Like, what the hell is this?
like they do in these Hollywood fantasy films and TV shows and video games,
Right.
where it's like everything is medieval European fantasy setting situation, except it's like, I don't know,
Hmm.
every race is in it. It's possible. It's possible.
I don't
Maybe
know.
there'll be like some party commission.
Like, hey, like, that one gotta sit out because um, our diversity party planner has decided that
Maybe that the government knows that this could get out of control. Like this whole, race stuff could get out of control for the country as like a national security risk. So maybe that's why they're like priming and people for like this alien invasion stuff.
oh maybe
Maybe they put up that woman on the plane, like, to complain about people not being real and all this stuff. Maybe they have some old X-Files writer or something like
right.
writing the script for the next 35 years of American policy of like when the aliens come down, then we'll all be unified. Then, we just have like everyone will just see each other as human because we all like have 5 fingers and on each hand, and we got 10 toes, and we're in a humanoid shape, that we're not worried about race. Meanwhile,
Right.
it's like the aliens may or may not be real. Like we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but maybe it's just like in order to keep from America from falling apart, we'll just set up this alien thing so now like every race can get together.
And then we could fight the mother efforts that are not real. God.
And they won't be real because they'll be like hooked up.
Man, yo, imagine like, hold on. By the way, this is pure silliness I'm about to say for fun, yo. Like, imagine like they make like some genetic freaks, like mutants, and then like release them, like from like Plum Island type joint, and then like, they just say those are the aliens.
I've always thought about this. Like, I've always thought about like how people believe anything they see in the news.
Yes.
Like, as long as you can get like, I don't know, Anderson Cooper and whatever, the White House press secretary to endorse it,
right.
They'll believe it. And people will not want proof ever. In fact, they'll set up a situation where if you start asking for proof, you'll be called a conspiracy theorist.
Right.
So like the government could just like, I don't know, make a clone or whatever, not just a person, like grow something in a lab, just take like some human DNA and then splice it with like a pig or like a a rodent or something.
Make something.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be alive. It's like it lived for like 5 seconds and then it died, and then like take the carcass, throw it into some kind of burnt husk, set it on fire, leave it in the middle of the desert. Then they hire some other CIA guy who doesn't know what's going on to like kill those guys.
Right. And they just use this thing to wreak havoc.
Right. And then like, they just wait a few hours and then, they make the call. They say, oh, this thing crash landed in the middle of the desert. Oh, the aliens are here, bro. We confirmed it. All the top scientists from around the world analyzed the DNA, and it's not human, guys. It's kind of human, but it's kind of not, guys. It's a wrap.
You know what's funny?
They'll just believe it, and they'll just believe it, and they're gonna spend all the bills. Maybe there'll be some skeptics. They'll be like, I don't know about this, but eventually they just like fall in line, and that's it.
Mama Bear says this is how horror movies start, Dan. You know
True.
what's actually scary about it? Like every scenario, the scenario that Dan just came up with is actually not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, like what
Yeah.
we had like crazy stuff like Dolly and like all kind of stuff. Yo, they really could like make some mutated crap, release it, and then say it was alien if they wanted to.
Yeah. And isn't they don't have to
It's not
show you what
hard,
it looks like either. Like they don't have to show you like really just burn it up. They just need like the DNA to be different. It could
right?
be like a real budget operation. It's not like a you know
Right.
you don't need like a giant saucer like flying like Independence Day over like the Empire State Building and any of that stuff, or a hologram shot into the sky. They could just like, I don't know, burn up a used Buick and put like some other shit in there, and an old iMac from 1997 or something, throw it in there and shit. And just fry it up real crispy.
Yo.
And then when they send the UN lab guy to look at like whatever
Mm-hmm.
fleshy parts that are still left in that burning husk, they'll see that it's some DNA of some weird shit that didn't exist in humanity. Because people want to believe it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe the conspiracy theorists will be like, nah, maybe like if Joe Biden says it's real, like the Democrats and the left wing will say it's real, and then the right wing will be skeptical for a second. But if they say like, well, now we don't care about race anymore because the aliens are here, maybe then the right wing will be like, oh, finally, they
And
don't
then
care about race. Not now, I want to believe that the aliens are real, so we can get off this whole race war stuff.
yeah, and then it would end the culture war. And the only
Yeah,
person
it'll
who's
end the
going to
culture
be able
war.
to find out the truth after that is, I don't know, AJ.
Yeah. We want proof.
Well, proof he'll go infiltrate the.
You know, so we don't know. We don't know what the. You don't believe the aliens, bro? Man, you're real skeptical, bro. You don't believe in anything. You're not fun at all, bro. Like, yo, there's a world out there, man. The government said it was real. I mean, that's it. It's a wrap. So there you go. And then like they'll want more money, you
Right.
know, and then there'll be no more aliens coming. Like, you know, in case one, you know, it'll never happen. They'll just keep increasing the budget and making up more storylines, and
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Ugh.
They're gonna have to build some world council like in some Star Trek.
Ugh. More
The
regulation.
United Federation of Planets. Yeah, they're gonna have to unify the entire planet. Like remember the Star Trek First Contact and stuff when the Vulcans landed,
Yeah.
and then suddenly that was the beginning of like the Star Trek universe official. That's what they're hoping to do now. Is like introduce some alien, then we'll all like hold hands and.
Hold on, Mama Bear was talking about Uncle Canadian. We had an alien ship thing. Said aliens will only show up to fix their favorite show. I'm not kidding. It was earlier this year in Canada. Hold on, I'm about to hold on. I don't know what do I type in here. Alien.
Yeah, there was some kind of story about some
I
alien
didn't
crash landed or something.
I didn't hear about this. Hold on. Let me type in alien ship Canada. It's a real fringe show here, guys. All brought to you by the woman who said, you know, the mother effer in the back of the plane wasn't real.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, this looks like a deep dive, and I gotta get off soon to get ready for bed. So maybe I'll cover this tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll cover this tomorrow. We'll find
for
the
fun.
find
You
the
know.
articles. We'll find
Matter of
everything.
fact, Mama Bear, if you got any links, you know, feel free to like, you know, send them to me through Twitter. And we'll take a look at them because that sounds like fun actually. Oh, and also just a side get back into well, I saw what you were saying about the Joker. So the Joker, I knew the Joker was supposed to have a bigger role in Suicide Squad. I didn't know that he was actually supposed to be the last guy they fight, which would have been perfect because it would have been like the Suicide Squad animated show. So now I'm even more mad. But I don't know. The movie's old, so I guess I gotta let it go. But yeah, that's what we had today. Sorry, y'all. No sketching and drawing today. I am dead tired, even though I'm trying not to show it. But yeah, I had a lot of projects going on, as y'all know, our comic books, and then I have the Riververse contest piece that I have to get finished. I was trying to finish it this weekend, but oh well. I guess according to the date, I have 10 days to finish it. I'll finish it. I'm like, it's like almost to completion, and then got John V. Page's stuff, got Havoc stuff, and a Carol Brown that's part of the Riververse. I got a commission for her,
Right.
and 8 million people in my DMs who want a commission. They want me to put up a commission price list, but I'm gonna hold off on that for now. My bitch said we overworked Sean yesterday. Oh right, yeah, that's right. I was on Makani's show with Mama Bear and Bruce. Uh, that was a fun time. We were in a more in-depth discussion about that bear, but Lord have mercy. So anyway, what did we learn today? We learned that I don't know, Wolverine is here, son. That's what we learned.
Yeah, Wolverine's here.
Wolverine's here, and he's in the yellow suit, and it doesn't look bad.
Yeah,
He should have did this a long time ago. I don't
that's
know
right.
why.
Why were they fronting all this time?
I don't know. It's annoying.
Anyway, guys, check out our comic. Check out our Discord. You can join our
Right.
Discord every Thursday. We show art from the Discord. People draw and post their artwork, and we showcase it every Thursday.
Right.
So yeah, check it out. And have our updates there.
Right.
Follow us on the social medias, right? Follow our Twitters.
All of that.
And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, and yeah, Brina, I definitely got to send some of them your way because they're just piling up. And I'm like, look, I have a great artist right here. They should take commissions right now. But yeah. Oh, also, I had. It's funny because I posted up. Not that. I posted up. When it was a old. Do I still have it here? I guess I could segment that into reaction drawing if I wanted to, but I had an old. Anyway, it's on Twitter. It was an old Deadpool and Wolverine. I think I posted it right when they announced that Hugh Jackman was going to be in Deadpool 3. Maybe once the end of these commissions have died down, I'll like finish the sketch. Post it back up. But anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in. It's always great. Pleasure to be live with y'all, talking seriousness and silliness, simultaneously. And we will see you tomorrow to discuss, I don't know, our own X-Files investigations. All right, y'all. Peace.